We're going to be neighbours and classmates. Nice, we'll be able to battle all we want. On that note, Master Peter, have you decided which of these Pokemon you would like to be your first partner? For me, I think I'm going to go with Fuecoco. Yeah. The burning hot sparks it scatters will fry any and all plants in a flash. Would you like to go with our good fire-type Pokemon of Fuecoco here? Yes. You chose Fuecoco. Would you like to give it a nickname? I think I'm good at the moment. Fuecoco seems to be taking a good liking to you. This is your first Pokemon, yes? Please raise it with love and care. And of course, be sure to keep it tucked safely inside a Pokeball. Peter, I can't believe you actually chose Fuecoco. I mean, like, way to make the perfect choice for you. You two make such a good combo. Can I choose one of these Pokemon too, direct level? Oh, but did you not receive Pokemon when you entered the Academy, Miss Nimona? Not back then, no. I had other Pokemon I was focusing on raising at the time. But now I want to raise a new Pokemon alongside Peter while he raises his own new partner. Indeed, a rather splendid idea. If you wish to raise one of these Pokemon on an equal footing with Master Peter here, I shall be more than happy to allow it. Yes. Since Peter chose Fuecoco, I'll go for this little one. Nice to meet you, Sprigatito. Welcome to the team. Alright then, now that we've chosen our Pokemon, we have to battle. I'll be waiting for you down at the beach. Come join me when you're ready. As you may have noticed, Miss Nimona is a tad overly fond of Pokemon battling, but I do hope you'll join her for a battle. It will help you to get to know your own Pokemon as well. So we need to battle Nimona. There's one of those kind of item things. So I've got a potion. Anyone could be a Pokemon trainer as long as they have Pokemon by their side, and it's our duty as trainers to help our Pokemon grow together through battle. So, you ready to battle me, Peter? Absolutely, yes. Perfecto, I'm so excited for this battle. I think I'll use Miss Nimona. I trust you remember that Master Peter is wholly inexperienced in Pokemon battling. Hey, whoops, good call, Director. I was about to send out one of my usual partners right off the bat. I guess I'll take this chance to try out my new buddy Pokemon instead. Come on, Peter, let's have a fruitful battle. You challenged my Pokemon trainer Nimona. She spent out the Sprigatito. Go, Fuecoco. I know this is your first Pokemon battle, so let's just have some fun. Right, so battle moves, just Ember. So Sprigatito is faster, and so you scratch first. I'm using Ember, which takes out more than half the health points. Must have been that studying up, smart move, fire is strong against grass. And then I'll just finish it off with a second Ember. I take a second lot of damage with Scratch, but that's fine, you know, that's enough. And then I take the experience from that. Wow, not bad, neighbour. Look at you winning your first battle ever. You've even got more potential than I thought. You've got to be a strong trainer for sure. But now I want to try a different strategy. Let's go again, just one more battle. Master Peter and his Vokoho are surely wary already from that last battle. Oh, sorry, I got kinda caught up in all the excitement. I'm really sorry, Peter. Same to your Vokoho too. Hey, alright, thanks, Peter. You two seem to be becoming fast friends, though you've only just met. Can I count on you to take your new schoolmate here under your wing, Miss Nimona? I'm sure he can learn a great deal from a champion-ranked trainer such as yourself. You bet, sir. Oh, that reminds me, since you're new to training Pokemon, there's an app you definitely need. You have a smartphone, right? Let me see it for a sec. The Pokédex will automatically register any Pokemon you catch. It's a must-have for Pokemon trainers. It's a super handy app. Our homeroom teacher, Miss Jack, actually made it himself. Back in my day, we used ordinary paper and handwritten notes to compile our Pokédexes. It's quite the age we live in now. Ooh, filling out a Pokédex by hand, I can't even imagine how much work that would take. Oh, no, it's supposed you can't. Yet, no matter how much the times may change, the wonder of meeting a new Pokemon never does. That is a truly timeless pleasure. And the more Pokemon that you encounter, the more you'll find yourself growing and changing. I hope you'll both work hard toward the goal of completing your own Pokédexes. Now, Miss Nimona, I do still have a few matters to discuss with your parents. Could I depend on you to see Master Peter to the academy? You'd be doing me quite the favour. Of course, leave it to me. Then I leave him in your capable hands. Alright, little one, it's time you and I were on our way. Maybe I also make a little more time to work on my Pokédex along with all my battling. Oh right, speaking of Pokédexes, Peter, you've probably never caught a wild Pokemon, right? I'll show you the ropes before I take you to the academy. Come with me. Press the button to open the Pokédex app on your Rotom phone in a flash. You can also navigate to your Pokédex by pressing the X button from the map app. So I'm supposed to follow Nimona. Oh, Peter, I hear that Nimona here will be taking you to school. That's right, ma'am, leave it to me. So you've already managed to make a friend. And I read about all the wonderful teachers you'll have looking after you at the school, plus so many handy facilities you can use as much as you like. Add in your new friend Nimona, and it sounds like your school life is shaping up to be fantastic. Now you'll be staying in the school dorm, so I want you to promise me you'll eat proper meals. So here's a bit of spending money to start off with. I also packed a lunch for your first day. So I've got a sandwich from Mum. A dish made by sandwiching vegetables, meat or other ingredients between two pieces of bread. It makes a fantastic meal when out in a picnic. Oh, and maybe you'd better take these too. You obtain 5 potions. Use them on that precious little partner of yours should it get hurt in battle. I know every day in your new life is going to be full of exciting experiences far from home. Just try to savour them all, the good times and the hard times too. But if you ever want to come back home, you know your bed is always ready for you. Oh, alright then, you two had better be off, I suppose. Take care on the way to school. Your mother's so nice, Peter. Oh, but I was going to teach you how to catch wild Pokemon. Come on, vamos. Alright, this here is Poco Path. It's the path that leads to adventure for you and me. Out here things are different than in town. You're going to see wild Pokemon out and about. They're going to be on the path and in the grass, and as such. Get too close to one and you'll have to battle, but you've got Poco for that, right? And if you want to try to catch Pokemon, you've got to use a good old Pokeball. I've got tons, I have a few. You obtained 5 Pokeballs. Pokeball is a device for catching wild Pokemon. It's thrown like a Pokeball, a ball at a Pokemon comfortably encapsulating its target. Oink oink. Ooh, what luck. Time for some learning by doing. Try battling this Lechonk, Peter. You can try to catch a wild Pokemon that you're battling by pressing the X button and throwing a Pokeball. When you're having a hard time catching a Pokemon, try to deal damage to it before throwing another Pokeball. That should give you a better chance of success. Right, so I'm going to start with Ember. Let's go with Bag. Let's go with Pokeball and use the item. Hopefully this will just get caught. Yeah, and it's just caught. Lechonk's data has been added to the Pokedex. Would you like to give it a nickname? No. Searches for food all day. It possesses a keen sense of smell but doesn't use it for anything other than foraging. Yeah. Haha. Hala, that was awesome. You caught the very first Pokemon you went for. I'm crummy when it comes to actually catching Pokemon. Maybe you should give me tips. Anyway, have some more Pokeballs just in case. Not every catch works out. So I've attained another 10 Pokeballs. You put the Pokeballs in your bag's Pokeball's pocket. Weaken the Pokemon and then throw the Pokeball. Remember that and you'll be fine. Now go battle those wild Pokemon and catch some of them. Let's go back up to that house there you can see from the top of the school. The Pokemon you see wandering around in tall grass, caves and elsewhere are wild Pokemon. When you run into a wild Pokemon, a Pokemon battle will begin. You can also start a battle by looking toward a wild Pokemon and throwing one of the Pokeballs at it by using the ZR button. Try this tactic out to battle Pokemon that are up in the trees or flying in the sky. Okay, so that's fine. Let's see what we're doing. Try and see if we can get some Pokemon here as well. So that's another potion. I've got a Lechonk. Auto heal feature will automatically select items